Your biggest enemy isn't the economy. It isn't your childhood. It isn't bad luck. It isn't the people who doubted you. Your biggest enemy is the voice inside your own head that keeps giving you permission to quit. It sounds reasonable. It sounds logical. It sounds compassionate. I'm tired. I've had a long day. I'll start tomorrow. I'm just waiting for the right time. And because the voice sounds like you believe it. That's the danger. Excuses rarely sound like excuses. They sound like reasons. Listen carefully. There is a difference between having a real obstacle and hiding behind a comfortable story. One demands adaptation. The other demands nothing. A soldier standing in the middle of a battlefield doesn't get to negotiate with reality. He can't tell the bullets, "Come back tomorrow. I'm not feeling my best." He moves. He adapts. He survives. Not because conditions are perfect, but because the mission matters more than his comfort. Somewhere along the way, you started treating your goals like optional appointments. If you're motivated, you'll show up. If you're tired, you'll skip. If life gets busy, you'll postpone. And then you wonder why your life never changes. Life doesn't reward intention. It rewards execution. Imagine a lion stalking its prey. The wind changes. The prey notices something. The opportunity disappears. Does the lion lie on the ground complaining? No. It keeps hunting. Again. And again. Because survival belongs to the one who refuses to let one failed attempt define the next. But one rejection becomes a week of procrastination. One bad workout becomes a month away from the gym. One mistake becomes an excuse to stop completely. That's not failure. That's surrender disguised as logic. Your mind is an incredible lawyer. Every morning it builds a case for comfort. You deserve more sleep. You've worked hard enough. Missing one day won't matter. It presents evidence. It argues brilliantly. And if you don't challenge it, the verdict is always the same. Comfort wins. Dreams lose. A blacksmith doesn't stop hammering steel because his arms are tired. He knows the sword isn't built by inspiration. It's built by repetition. Strike. After strike. After strike. The strongest people you admire aren't stronger because they feel different. They're stronger because they obey different voices. When weakness says, "Rest," discipline asks, "Have you earned it?" When fear says, "Wait," courage says, "Move anyway." When excuses whisper, "Tomorrow," responsibility answers, "Today." That's the conversation happening inside every successful person. Not the absence of weakness, the refusal to obey it. Fire teaches an important lesson. Leave it alone, and it slowly dies. Feed it consistently, and it grows beyond control. Your discipline works exactly the same way. Every excuse is a bucket of water. Every action is another piece of wood. Ask yourself, which one have you been feeding? Most people believe confidence comes before action. That's backwards. Confidence comes after keeping promises to yourself. Every promise you break, your self-respect weakens. "I'll wake up early." You don't. "I'll start Monday." You don't. "I'll finish what I started." You don't. Eventually, your own mind stops believing you. That's one of the saddest things that can happen. Not losing someone else's trust. Losing your own. Imagine climbing a mountain with a backpack. Every excuse you make, another rock goes inside. "It's too hard." Another rock. "I don't have enough time." Another rock. "I'm not ready." Another rock. Eventually the climb feels impossible. Not because the mountain became taller. Because you've been carrying unnecessary weight. Put the rocks down. Stop carrying stories that no longer serve you. Storms don't ask whether you're comfortable. Bills don't ask whether you're motivated. Time doesn't pause because you're overwhelmed. Life keeps moving. The question is, will you move with it? There will always be reasons to quit. Always. The weather. The money. The criticism. The setbacks. The fear. If success belonged to the person with the fewest problems, almost nobody would succeed. Success belongs to the person who keeps moving despite them. Think about an eagle. When storms arrive, small birds hide. The eagle climbs higher. It uses the very wind others fear to rise above the clouds. That's perspective. The obstacle isn't always against you. Sometimes, it's carrying you somewhere greater. But only if you stop making excuses long enough to discover it. 1 year from now, you'll either have 1,000 explanations or undeniable results. Nobody gets both. The mirror doesn't respond to excuses. Your bank account doesn't respond to excuses. Your future doesn't respond to excuses. They all respond to one thing: action. Quiet. Consistent. Relentless action. So stop waiting for the perfect mood. Stop waiting for life to become easier. Stop negotiating with the weaker version of yourself. Because every day you choose discipline, that weaker version loses another battle. And one morning, you'll wake up, not because everything suddenly became easy, but because you've become someone who no longer needs excuses to move. That's freedom. Not freedom from hardship. Freedom from your own limitations. So the next time your mind hands you another beautiful excuse, smile. Thank it for its opinion. Then go do the work anyway. Because your future isn't waiting for your reasons. It's waiting for your decision. If this message lit a fire in you, then it's time to act. Drop this in the comments right now. I choose discipline over excuses, so that I know you stayed all the way till the end. And you will become the kind of person who acts instead of making excuses.